Good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen from around the world. We're here in Barcelona at St. Christopher's Inn Hostel, and today we're going on a walking tour with a bunch of people in the hostel, and the tour guide, he's in the back there. He's going to take us through Las Ramblas and through other iconic sites, and I'm going to be able to show you guys what it looks like and tell you a little bit about them as I learned from him. Stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe to this video if you're interested. Hopefully this encourages you to come visit Barcelona and see a new country. About to start the tour. We're just walking to the center for the first stop, and the tour is about 1 hour and 45, so I'll show you guys progressively what goes on. Cheers. Our tour guide for the day.
Can I get your attention for a second?
He's gonna tell us what's up.
Okay guys, so welcome to the tour today. My name is Felipe. I'm gonna be your tour guide today. I'm originally from Ecuador, but I moved here 4 years ago. I came to study a degree, just graduated recently, and I'm just trying to find a way to stay another 4 years here because I love the city so much. I'd love to share a little bit of why I love this city so much in this short tour about Gaudi. Gaudi is basically the most important architect to come out of Barcelona. He gave Barcelona its visual identity. We'll talk more about him along the way. Okay guys, so right now we're standing in our first spot, and it's actually everyone.
He's telling us that this water fountain here, if I drink from it, I will guarantee to come back to Barcelona. So we're gonna try it out. There we go. So according to the man, I'm gonna return after I drank that water. But as I said before, this is Las Ramblas. It kind of divides the city into two parts, where the Gothic quarter is on the left and the more new-ish part of the city, the hipster part of the city, is here on the right. It was used as like a sewage place first. Like the sewage would come here and the water would go into the port. But then over the years, as the city got bigger and bigger, they turned this into like a massive walkway with there's tons of people and like little stores. It's probably the most iconic street here in Barcelona. So this right behind me over here is La Boqueria, which is a street market that has very like the historical role in Barcelona. As I said before, we're here on the Las Ramblas, which is like divided the city with a wall. So this left side was the Gothic side, which kind of included the entire city. And there used to be a tax for like any vendors or any people who were trying to sell groceries or meats or whatnot. So in order for them to avoid this, they actually came on this side of the street where it was outside the boundaries, and they were able to avoid the city tax. And there was like a historical thing where people, traditional, like if you bought from them to show your solidarity and show your support to them, they would in return give you like a flower whenever you bought anything. Now they don't do that anymore, but the tour guide said it was like really interesting. and there's all different types of like meats and seafoods and fresh foods and things. So I think I'm gonna definitely do a full-on tour of that area another day. But right now we're just continuing on Las Ramblas, and he's kind of stopping along the way and just giving us more insight onto the place. I feel like I'm learning a little bit more each time we stop. So far so cool. There's a lot of cute dogs walking around.
Oh, okay. I just started this. That's how I started. I never took the pin and flip.
It gets so busy here, guys. There's like so many people. You guys be safe. Watch your pockets, watch your bags. You know, only carry things that you really need when you're going out. I heard a lot of sad stories back at the hostel, people getting their stuff, you know, snatched or taken away. But here we're at the second stop right here.
And also the museum, the architecture itself, it's really beautiful. It has beautiful gardens, and now it has air conditioner too, so it's pretty cool too. And so we did this piece for the city of Barcelona. And he was.
This is the John Mira mosaic that greets people by the sea. He said that so many people walk past this without knowing, or they're like walking past to go to the museum of the artist who made these. And he said that this was like very done a long time ago, and it was like used to greet people who would enter from the sea and walk down Las Ramblas and see it. He also said that they have one in the airport as well as by the train station. So that's pretty cool. Greatest newest subscriber.
16 subscribers.
16th
Don't worry about
subscriber. What's your name?
My name is Argo Man. I'm proud to be 16. It's my favorite number.
Where are you from?
Yeah, from Montreal, Canada.
Montreal,
I'm
Canada.
in Barca right now, though.
Let's go.
Little Montreal Cali flex right now. Don't worry about it.
We're going on the guided tour. Just met these
I'm
gentlemen.
gonna be 17. I'm coming up.
Yes.
Don't worry.
17th subscriber and the 18th subscriber right here.
On the come up, baby.
We're on the come up and we're exploring Barcelona day by day.
Yup.
Figuring out new reasons to like it. Our tour guide's all the way over there. He's gonna make us lost.
It's gonna make us lost. It's got quick feet.
Oh man.
What's a nice area?
Yeah, he just took us to a nice little spot.
A lot of these areas have like a. I've been to Madrid, but they have a huge plaza just like this.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't been to Madrid yet.
Yeah.
Do you guys like Madrid?
Madrid is, yeah.
I think I like this a little better though.
You like Barcelona better?
Yeah, this is your kind of the ideal of a Spanish plaza vacation dream place. This plaza was actually built in honor to the Spanish monarchy kind of thing. It wasn't that good of a story. There was a really big monastery here that the people from the city really respected, but kind of like the Spanish monarchy from the Greece came, they're like, oh, we're gonna destroy this, we need a plaza, another plaza, because every city in Spain has a plaza for us to praise the monarchy in Spain.
Every city in
But anyways, today,
We're in the plaza to praise the monarchy. So this is our tour guide, Felipe.
Hi.
Right?
Yes, Felipe, from Ecuador.
He's from Ecuador, and he's knows much more about Barcelona than all of us. And he's been very kind to take us out on this tour.
Yes.
So if you guys stay at the St. Christopher's Hostel, maybe you'll be here.
Come find me and
Yeah.
I'll give you a tour of the city.
And he'll actually give you your bearings, so you kind of know generally what you are, where you are, and what you're doing. Because before I was just walking aimlessly. Yeah.
And it's a city with so much history. That's cool to know at least like the most important spots.
Yeah.
There, you know.
Because at first I just kind of would see everything and be like, oh, it's the same. It feels the same. But no, now I know like the historical like reasons for why this is the Las Ramblas and why what's the purpose it had.
Right.
And I think all of that is like great to know as like someone who's not from or ever been to Spain.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But guys, leave a like for Felipe, subscribe. Really appreciate everyone for watching.
Whale, which translates to whale, which is the last name of a really rich man at the end of the 19th century called Eusebi Whale. And Palau translates to palace. And this was the first house Gaudi ever designed fully by himself. And it was finished in 1888. He met Eusebi Whale. Basically, they were like the smart guys from the city. There was this bar called Al Gat Negra, the Black Cat, which is still around here, where all of these artists and architects and just rich people will hang out and just talk and make contacts. They met there, and he asked them, can you please design a house for my family in the city? And he agreed. But ever since the project started, it was really controversial because this, as I told you, Ramblas, that side is Gothic, this side is El Raval. It was really controversial that the house was built in El Raval, and the reason why was because El Raval was and still is little bit of a neglected neighborhood. It's always been known to be a little bit dangerous, you know. So it was weird that the richest man in Barcelona wanted to build this massive palace in El Raval. There's a couple of theories or behind why he wanted to do that. One that like kind of portrays Eusebio well as a hero was that he wanted El Raval to be rebirthed from the ashes, and that's why there's a phoenix over there, and it's kind of like he wanted to break the stigma, you know, kind of to work for his city. And then there's this other theory that El Raval, apart from everything that it was known, it was also known here. And there's a theory that Eusebio well has it, and that's why he wanted his house here. And the reason, I mean, the fact that support that is that Eusebio Well's wife never liked the house and thought it was not suitable for their children. Who knows why? Because it was the most expensive house in the country when it was built. But after another tour guide told me this fact, it kind of made sense why they didn't want to live here. So this house was never inhabited by this family. They just left it as a guest house, and that's when they started building Park Güell. You guys heard ever about Park Güell? It's another really iconic spot, also designed by Gaudi, and it's a kind of like a massive villa on top of a mountain, and there was a lot of houses. It was kind of like a project where a lot of people were gonna live there and have their houses and have a park in between. But anyway, there's a lot of interpretations to this house, but the one that I really like and find a little bit precise, considering Gaudi was a really religious person, is that this bottom part that looks a little bit even scary, you know, with a lot of iron and dark rock, kind of represents hell, represents darkness of hell in some way. Then the middle part with the more neutral rock, and there's not much going on, it's just our reality, kind of like Earth. And then the terrace with the beautiful colored chimneys over there that we're going to see better from another angle in a bit. That represents heaven. Whether it's true or not, it's a cool way to see it. And apart from that, another really interesting fact about the house is that, have you seen when you like find just like t-shirts of Barcelona, whatever about Barcelona, it's always this kind of colored mosaic design. You find a lizard, you find a mug, everything with this. So this is the guy. So Antoni Gaudí was the first person to use this technique here in Barcelona. It was actually Gaudí who did this. And this was the first house where he ever used that technique. It was just an experiment for him. He was like, oh, I'm gonna try and break colored tiles, create a shape out of concrete, and just paste the tiles there. And now it's, as I said, a visual identity of the city. This was the first place where it was ever done. And finally, this house, because it's not owned by any banks, it's owned by the city council. It's really cheap to go inside. It's less than 10 euros. It used to be 5, but now I think it's like 8 euros. And you can get to see the last level with all of the original furniture and go to the terrace. And it has a really cool view. It's open almost every day, I guess, just like any other museum. So definitely worth a visit if you get the time and the will. They actually are.
What do you think?
Any questions so far?
It's pretty, yeah,
It's a little spooky.
it's a little spooky down here, yeah.
It's because of the bars and everything.
Yeah. Okay, that was really cool. We saw a really
Yeah.
old house that represents hell, heaven, and earth all in one. All right, so we're in the metro right now. I have my metro ticket. We're gonna take a quick trip to another place on the tour, and we're gonna show you guys what it's like to go through the metro here in Barcelona. So here's the metro station. We all just got in. It's arriving in a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna take a metro a couple stops to the next destination on our tour. But it's really, really hot down here. It's unbearable. You'd think the underground would be lighter, but here's the metro. It's arriving right now. Right here. Alright, so we just got out of the metro right now, and we're walking to our next tour destination. Our tour guide is just walking. We're following him aimlessly with trust. We're gonna keep this tour going. We're almost done. I appreciate you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. If you have any recommendations for Barcelona, feel free to leave them in the comments. Appreciate y'all.
I don't like something. Later. And I also
We're just like going along with this tour guide. I don't know where he's taking us. But yeah, we're gonna probably find out what this tour guide's taking us next. I'm about to go ask him right now.
Remind you of something from a movie. Imagine if I put one of the chimneys in my head like this. And this was another house that had Gaudi hands in it. It wasn't fully designed from the beginning. It was more a reformation. So that's why, as you can see, the windows are fully aligned to the sides. It kind of like fits into the structure.
We're on the stop of the tour. We're looking at another one of Gaudi's houses that he added his influence in. And this one's my favorite so far.
What does it look like?
A dragon scale?
Yes, you got it straight away. Exactly. So this scales, and it represents.
The roof is about a dragon scale, which is really, really crazy.
So what was important that legend?
Look at this. Very, very cool. Each of these houses on this road have like different architecture, which is like differs in its own way. Like this one right here has mosaic, and this one is like Gaudi inspired, and that one has like a little oval. Oh, okay, we're gonna take a group picture, guys. Shout out Barcelona 2022! Yeah. Wait. Here's a close-up on the house. We're in like the main square, Plaza de Catalunya, which is like the main square that's kind of like a crossway of all the pedestrians going from one place to the other. And it's really beautiful. So I've been walking through here every day to get around. It's kind of like the main intersection. So when you're in Barcelona, you'll find yourself here, most likely if you're in the central area. Run! So anyway, guys, we're approaching the end of the tour. We're almost back at the hostel. Hope you guys all enjoyed watching this tour. The rain looks like it's gonna start coming in pretty hard. In the video, do you guys want to say anything for this tour?
It's been an honor.
This tour, yeah.
It's been an honor to be with you on this tour.
Yes.
It's been amazing vibes only.
Only
good
Don't forget to subscribe.
Hey, good vibes only.
Good vibes only.
Good vibes only. What do you guys think about Barcelona so far?
Right here.
We're liking Barcelona. We're liking it.
Yeah,
Good,
like it.
good weather.
Maybe like
Far better
24
than
hours?
expected.
Yeah. Nice little windy right now.
Yeah.
Lucky it didn't rain.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, I thought it was gonna be way hotter. We're chilling right now.
Good architecture. We love it.
Yeah, that one. I like that. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I like the dragon scale roof.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That one was beautiful.
That's art.
All right, guys.